On to video number 2 in the series. This is from my 2016 journal. From this journal, the thing that I'm taking to talk about is a random idea I wrote down. And it says, ? If your brain knows what's about to happen in your life and makes a song get stuck in your head as a forewarning. That's it. So the first 2 things that come to me, there's 2 trains of thought. The first train of thought says heart intelligence and HeartMath. I've already kind of talked about HeartMath and the heart's intelligence in my last video. I told you guys about how your heart is an energetic organ and it's always gathering information and sending that information as signals up to your brain, which then goes to the rest of your body. And your intuition is non-local. So the thing that's coming through your heart is non-local. And that means that it's not confined to space or time. So you could, in the words of HeartMath, be getting future information at an earlier time. There's a quote that I have saying, if a future event is emotionally relevant, your heart will notify you before that event happens. So according to HeartMath, I feel like yes, it's absolutely possible that you could get a song stuck in your head and that could be a message from the future. On the second train of thought is I am reading this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. From when I started reading this book, I was like, okay, like here's the heart stuff and here's more stuff about your subconscious mind. But I was like, where is the subconscious mind located? Look it up. Sure enough, it's the energy field around your body that stores information. So I came to the conclusion, HeartMath's heart intelligence and this book's subconscious mind are really just the same thing. And when I called it non-local consciousness or God, this book calls it infinite intelligence, capital I, which is a beautiful way to describe it. So these 2 trains of thought come together and I'm realizing they're talking about the same thing. HeartMath talks about the non-local intuition, no past, no present, no future, no space. And this book, this is my favorite quote for this. It says, your subconscious mind sees without the use of natural organs of vision. It has the capacity of clairvoyance and clairaudience. Those are 2 names of psychic phenomenon. It can hear and see events that are taking place elsewhere. Your subjective mind can leave your body, travel to distant lands, and bring back information that's often of the most exact and truthful character. Yeah. Okay, this is confirming again. Your subconscious mind can alert you to things before they happen. It can see literally into the future. And it's just interesting that going back to my first video, the quote I wrote was that I wanted to be psychic. And it seems like just the next interesting journal quote down the road, I'm realizing I probably was psychic because I got a song stuck in my head, had the thought, I wonder if this is from the future, and then wrote down, what if your brain knows what's going to happen before it's happening and makes a song get stuck in your head? So it wasn't my brain doing that, it was my heart brain, my supercomputer, and my energy field. So it comes back together at the end saying, where this all leads is that everything can be a sign if you look deeper into it, and that your mind is almost always having out-of-body experiences. You just don't realize it. Like when your body is here in the present moment and you're thinking about this thing in the future at this other person's house, you're literally out-of-body experience, astral traveling. You're there, but your physical body is here. So yes, you can absolutely be at a different place in time where maybe there'll be a song playing at that time and that song is what comes up in your head, or something like that. And our consciousness, in the last episode I said that consciousness must be God because it's non-local. Well, we have consciousness, we are consciousness, so we're also non-local, meaning we are not confined to space and time. And I heard this awesome thing where she says, I want you to point to yourself. And I was like all proud. I went, and she goes, okay, now look notice where you're pointing. You point to your heart. Like this thing in you that we are is not confined to space or time. We are limitless, multidimensional beings. And this is also really, really interesting because literally yesterday I was telling my friend about how I had this feeling wash over me. but it was familiar, but it wasn't anything that happened in the past. And I described it as deja vu of the future. And I'm just like confirming to myself through just like I happen to be reading the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And it's saying that yes, you definitely can experience the past and the future. And I'm thinking you could probably experience that in different forms, whether it's a song in your head, or you're smelling a scent for no reason, or you're feeling something that has no basis in reality. And this reminds me of Interstellar and like how that book that kept falling off the shelf was him. I'm thinking like this phenomenon of song stuck in your head being a forewarning of the future is kind of that same thing. And anything could be a sign, but also any sign could be information from your own past or future self, as well as the past or future self of other people you know, especially from people who've passed on. And that's my whole little rant for today. Much love. This is my new room. Kind of cutie.